finally got a down month after 12 consecutive months with my stock portfolio being in the green. Psych, it didn't happen. So we're at 13 months straight with the portfolio being up every single month. I'm hoping April can switch some things around, give me a down month, because, I need to come up with a new wish. But nevertheless, I do like whatever market conditions we're in, whether we're in a bull market, we're in a bear market, whether it's volatile, whether it's choppy, whether it's pretty streamlined, whether it's going down, no matter what's happening, I'm buying consistently all the time. Stimmy went out. I hope everybody got their stimmy, and I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you're using your stimmy wisely, of course. But if you have a lot of flexibility, you can use it how you see fit. It's your money, not mine. The first week of March wasn't too crazy, but the last 3 weeks have been kind of volatile, a little bit choppy and a lot of downtrend. So I'm always excited for my stocks to go down. Most people want it to go up, but if you know, you know. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. It's a lot more economic activity going on. Outside is open. Vaccines is rolling out. Things are happening. Stimmy's rolled out again, injection into the economy and the stock market so we can keep economic activities going. So market conditions, it is what it is. There's nothing really going on the macro level that's like unexpected or crazy. So, the Fed doing what the Fed's supposed to be doing. The bank's going to do what the banks are supposed to do. And hopefully everybody else do what they're supposed to do. And, but they do have to approach with some caution. So that's why we see certain things and, certain uncertainty. But that's literally normal conditions all the time. For the month of March, our dividend payout came in at $186.55. And the reason why March is usually a higher month is because most dividend paying companies pay out dividends every quarter. Some companies, very few companies pay it every month. And there are a few companies that pay it semi-annually, meaning every 6 months. As always, reinvest your dividends, put it right back on recycle. Money at work is always better than people at work. But let's see in the comments if you can guess what stock we bought with our dividend payouts of March. Second half of March, most stocks are down, which is why you can see people shifting from growth and going into other areas, right? But let's face it, most stocks were overvalued to begin with anyway. We've been riding a crazy bull market. And the one area that stocks get overvalued the most is when it comes to growth stocks. Why? Because most growth stocks, their valuations is insane. They're not even nowhere near logical or realistic. It's all baked in and a lot of speculation. And then as the hype gets through, you know how FOMO gets everybody. Everybody trying to pull up to the game. Just like in life, a lot of things is patterns, is repetition, is cyclical, right? So there's a time and a place for everything. We're just in one of those cyclical moments where, the money's always shifting around and people always shifting around trying to chase and maximize their money. One of the key areas in doing well in stock market investing is temperament, okay? When others are fearful, that's when you want to be greedy. As equities continue falling week by week, I've been buying heavier into growth stocks. So far in March, I've added about 3K to 5K alone in my positions. This is why generational wealth and long-term investing is undefeated. Why? Because as a tycoon, if you're patient enough, you can sit around and wait to find amazing businesses and companies at attractive prices that increases your profit margin insanely instead of chasing the hype. So as people run away from growth, I'm buying into growth. So the bulk of this month, most of my funds went to growth companies, and I added some new positions that I've had my eye on for some time. I just wanted to wait to get them at the prices that I deemed worthy of having my money. For the record, that is not an advice. I'm not telling you to go do that, because what might work for me and what suits me may not necessarily be the point that you're at in your investment journey or your financial literacy and your education. I never advise individual stock picking for beginner investors until they fully understand the role and power that index fund investing have in its entirety. This helps them invest from a tycoon mindset rather than money, emotions, and just chasing everything, the hype, FOMO, all of that stuff, okay? That's why long-term investing is as sexy as it gets. Why? What's the easiest way to separate yourself from the money, or your emotions and your psychology from the money itself? Is by putting it so far out that your decisions is not going to be made based on emotions and how you feel. You feel me? You feel, no pun intended, you feel me? Emojis, drop them. Yes, buy the dip, but guess what? You got to make sure you got capital to buy the dip. So lastly, I'm excited, looking forward to... All right. All right. Sounds good. Bye. That was my boss. March is over. I'm looking forward to April. Let's see what happens then. Maybe I'll get my wish. I always have soldiers on standby. So in April, boot camp is over for some of these people. It's time for this money to go to work, and it's time for them to go to war, conquer more money, bring in more dividends, and reinvest it. So I hope you're doing fantastic on your tycoon journey, And of course, if you're loving the work that's being done, you enjoy the videos, it's educational, you're learning a great deal, you're going to like what we have coming up next this summer. We're building a community, of course, and along with that community, we're having a course that we're creating. So if you haven't already, follow the link in my bio. Is the first link in my bio to fill out our course survey. I'm looking to take input from everybody out there on what they want us to cover, what their questions are, what their concerns are when it comes to investing and financial money management, all of that. See you next time. Much love. Stay tycoon. Cheat.